There was genuinely a big fight filled tonight for the main event. Jey Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, where we would cleanly crown a new World Champion in Gunther. Absolute shocking scenes as Gunther wins the world title. The yeet era is over. I will say, I think this is the best Jey versus Gunther match that they've done. It came down to the sleeper holds with Jey passing out. Gunther would therefore be the new champion. No Goldberg and no Seth cash in though. That was truly shocking because I think we was all expecting something there. But this is things you might have missed from a very stacked episode of Monday Night Raw. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. With Cena starting tonight's show, we got the face-to-face between John Cena and CM Punk. This is what a lot of us have been waiting for. It happened, and Punk, well, it's like a therapy session, as he told John Cena at the Elimination Chamber, "You said, I'm sorry. You know what you're doing is wrong. One day, when I take that belt from you, you're going to come out here and you're going to say sorry to these fans all over for the remaining dates you have left." Punk wanted the match tonight. Cena said not tonight, but it will happen. If CM Punk wants the match, it will happen at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. Now, Punk has been very vocal in the past about not working the Saudi Arabian shows, so clearly WWE is going to pay him a lot of money to do so. But in that aspect of kayfabe, John Cena telling Punk that if you want the match, you want the title shot, you have to come to Saudi. Oh, that's a heel move in itself. Seth would emerge from the back with the briefcase just to remind us basically he's got it and he's watching. That was all. The segment ended. We found out from Cena, though, that including tonight, he has 19 dates left. So after tonight's Raw, 18 is all that remains. The full brackets for the men's King and the women's Queen of the Ring tournaments have been unveiled tonight. Some interesting stuff to talk about here. Randy Orton is on the left there for the SmackDown side, and there will be one mystery person to still be unveiled for the Raw side of things on the right-hand side of your screen. For the women, well, this is interesting. For the SmackDown side of it, on the right-hand side there, you can see Alexa and Charlotte in the same bracket, as well as Candice LeRae, who Nikki Cross has been targeting. So, Wyatt Six connection there. Maybe the first interaction between Alexa and Nikki. And just under that is Asuka. So they spoilt the return of Asuka. She will be in the Raw qualification side of things. So Asuka's coming back potentially next week. That's cool. Well, tonight, the first qualification match for the Queen of the Ring tournament. Roxanne wanted to work with Liv. Liv said no, but actually in the match, they worked together really well. Such a good fatal four-way, by the way. I had no idea who was winning. Rhea was going to win it until Raquel pulled her out of the ring, and then Kairi Sane took advantage. She was going to beat Liv, but then it was Roxanne Perez rolling up Kairi Sane, and Roxanne steals it. Roxanne Perez advances in the Queen of the Ring. Not what I expected, but great for Roxanne, genuinely. And of course, this furthers the story between Roxanne and Liv with the Judgment Day thing going on. Roxanne Perez was over the moon about it. Liv definitely wasn't. Let's just put it like that. Finn's master plan is working. Sami Zayn would advance in the King of the Ring tournament, winning his fatal four-way later on in the show. We'd actually see LA Knight attacking Bron Breakker during this match, getting a bit of revenge for everything that Seth and his group did to him on SmackDown and at Money in the Bank. A huge pop tonight for Karrion Kross, as he'd congratulate Sami Zayn on his win and congratulate him for listening to Kross, saying that he seized the opportunity. He saw LA Knight attacking Bron Breakker and he picked his moment to win. Now, Sami denied that, saying, "I was the best, I deserved it," but Karrion was telling the truth. Talking of truth, R-Truth was here tonight, and well, he's not R-Truth anymore. He's Ron Killings, coming out and telling the world that it was the fans that made the difference. He's back because of them. And there was a bit of conflict there. Almost like he was talking as R-Truth and Ron Killings, and we sort of saw this evolution happen as he pulled out his scissors and cut his dreads off. He cut his own hair standing on the announce table. Wow. He's not a sideshow act. He's not a comedy character. He's not a gimmick. This is Ron Killings, a very serious Ron Killings. and kind of sounded a little bit heelish, not gonna lie. There was no Pat McAfee tonight, it was Wade Barrett that joined Michael Cole on commentary. A video package for Asuka upon her return tonight. Again, I don't know why WWE decided to spoil her return. I'm assuming it's because this Raw was absolutely loaded, so let's put even more on it maybe. I'm not going to complain about this tease though. Mr. Iguana featured on Raw in a video package. Look, they got graphics and everything. It was just like a recap of what happened at Worlds Collide, but it was a video package that did focus on Mr. Iguana solely. So, very interesting they did that. Triple H noting at the press conference that kids everywhere would want iguanas. Hopefully WWE does a lot more with Mr. Iguana. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. And yes, he has Lieska. I love puppets. It's like a match made in heaven, isn't it? Of course he's going to be one of my favourite wrestlers. The new Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch came out tonight and she wanted Lyra to come and join her in the ring. Well, Lyra would emerge very angry, but she only made it halfway down the entrance aisle as Bayley would jump Becky Lynch. Bayley making her return to Monday Night Raw. Long overdue. I expected Bayley back long before now, but glad to see her back. Worth noting though, Lyra wasn't in on this. Lyra looking very confused. So it's not as though her and Bayley are working together. Bayley versus Becky at Evolution is still where my money is. Maybe we get a triple threat match with Lyra added as well, maybe. AJ Styles was successful in the first match tonight as he defeated Chad Gable. And yes, it was just Chad Gable. Great Styles clash as well, by the way. Really big impact there. But worth noting, obviously last week, Chad Gable beat AJ Styles in the main event. So AJ getting that revenge this week, that's pretty cool. I got absolutely spammed with this last week, and it seems to happen every now and again. One of those engagement accounts on Twitter will see it and they'll just post it because they get likes. But the demon lunchbox in the background there, everyone's saying, oh my God, it must be a sign of the demon. I don't think it is. Solely because the clubhouse of the Judgment Day is always decorated with things about the Judgment Day and their past. The skulls of their entrance attire, things like that. The demon box has been there before. It's always been there. It's never not there. Sometimes it's really on shot like now. Other times it's sort of off camera too. If it is a teaser Demon Balor, it's a real long game sort of thing, so I'm not too sold on it. As Becky Lynch was making her way to the ring, in the background, the arguing A-Town Down Under, with Grayson Waller walking away from Austin Theory. What does that mean? Well, it means the split, hopefully, is coming very soon. Hell, it might have just happened in a backstage segment in the background, maybe. Who knows? As advertised, Nikki Bella returned this week on Raw, and she was confronted by Liv Morgan, who demanded respect be put on her name. She ended up laying out Nikki Bella. There was a lot of talk here from Liv about, I have a championship. So I do think this is going to evolve to potentially Evolution, where we get the Bella twins versus Liv and Raquel. Maybe we do just get Nikki versus Liv, and if that's all, I'm fine with that. I think this is a great feud for Liv. Genuinely, this show had so much. A title change, world title match, multiple returns, big moments. For me, very big, 9.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, and I'll see you tomorrow for NXT. Peace!